Download the BCSN Plus app today. Local sports all the time. Visit BCSNNation.com for details. Discounts may apply.
I asked the real Brad Woznicki to stand up, and here he is. Brad, thanks so much for coming in for Toledo Mud Hens.
It's been a minute. I'm glad you finally called.
You know, it's not like we have a lot to talk about. The Mud Hens are completely hot. They've just coming off brooming the bats, but it was a very special series with pitching and hitting.
Yeah, overall, truly a month to remember for the Toledo Mud Hens. They go 19-8 in the month of May, and they've now won 28 of their last 36 ball games, and sweeping an opponent for the second time this season. The Mud Hens have won 8 in a row. It's been the bats that have continued to come alive. The team batting average now up to 236 when it was back around 218 when really the run started for the Mud Hens. And then the pitching, that ERA is now down to 3.86. That's fourth in the International League.
And we would be remiss if we didn't talk about just those bats in general. Chicks dig the long ball. A very special 3 days in a row where the bats were alive and well.
Yeah, 3 straight days of grand slams. And you go back first to Thursday night. Bly Madris with that walk-off grand slam. That was the first time the Mud Hens had had a walk-off grand slam since 2011. Then the next night, Brewer Hicklin, he had a special week. Also had that gender reveal to start the week, finding out he's going to have another baby boy. He gets the grand slam to help the Mud Hens in that 6th inning where they put up 10 runs. They've done that 4 times since 2005 where they've had 10 runs in an inning. And then Jahmai Jones with the Mud Hens trailing 5-3 comes up with a grand slam of his own.
Excitement everywhere. Again, you can't ask for a better ending to those games. You couldn't ask for a better situation. But let's go to the mound. Pitching performances, because they got better as the series progressed.
Yeah, twice this week you got to see Nick Margavicius. Tuesday, Sunday action. He goes total of 10 innings, allows just 1 earned run over that time while striking out 10. You mentioned Jordan Balazovic. He continues to be excellent in that bullpen for the Mud Hens. His ERA well below 2. Drew Summers, one of the newcomers for the Mud Hens. Lefty comes in. It's a couple of tough situations this week. Does the job to keep the Mud Hens right where they want to be. And then Sawyer Gibson-Long on rehab, just starting to work his way back. He's had now a couple of quality outings, including 4 1/3 last time out, where, yes, he gave up a solo home run early, but then he went on to retire 14 in a row.
And now we're turning the page to Columbus, winners of just 1 of their last 10 games. Toledo on a winning streak, as we just spoke about.
Yeah, it'll be fun to see the second time around for these two teams and see a full 6-game series because they haven't met since opening weekend when the Columbus Clippers took 2 out of 3. The Mud Hens have worked their way up the standings to be in that second spot now, and the Columbus Clippers, they're just 11-11 at home, so it hasn't exactly been a home field advantage for the Clippers.
Well, hopefully June is just as kind to the Mud Hens as May was. Brad, thanks so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me.